Hello everybody, welcome again to my channel Him. This will be a video for the redemption community, for the community as well as people interested in getting involved with redemption. I plan on making it a primer. Primer is just kind of like a basics and a little bit more of an advanced guide about a specific thing, and this specific thing being redemption as well as its community. So that's kind of a broad term, so I'm going to split the video into three sections. The first will be what is redemption. Second, how can I get more information about the game? And then third, now that I have the information, I want to get involved and how I can get more involved with the game. So without further ado, I'll get started. What is redemption? Well, redemption is a collectible card game or a trading card game, TCG or CCG, revolving around cards, right? Trading cards usually, like these. And you are attempting to save lost souls. That's the basics of the game. This is what our starter decks look like. This is the most recent starter deck, the IJ. This is how I actually got into the game. I was introduced to the game by Roy Cruz, one of the elders on the elder board. He was a wonderful person, came over and taught me how to play. We played a game or two, and it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. How does it play? Simple in essence, difficult in, I guess, execution. It becomes more nuanced as well as complicated the deeper you dive into it, right? Because just like any card game, Pokemon's very simple at the onset of it, right? Magic you can distill into its very simple components. So you have a deck, your opponent has life points, you're attempting to decrease those life points to 0 to win the game. Pokemon, you have prize cards, and your opponent has prize cards, and then whoever either has no Pokemon left on their bench or in battle, or no more prize cards wins. So that in essence is how you win those games. Redemption, you win by redeeming 5 lost souls. Redeeming them as in saving them from whatever they were lost from. So in redemption, you have 7 lost souls in your deck, and they'll come out through regular play, and then your opponent will have the opportunity, or you will have the opportunity to save your opponent's lost souls, and then whoever saves 5 of those first wins. It's actually a very unique mechanic within the game, not one that you commonly see in other games. So it's a really cool idea. I'll explain it the way that I've explained it before at conventions, when I've been working with Roy, just to simplify it. I'm not gonna go through every step. I'm just gonna give you a brief understanding about the game, because my goal is not to teach the game here, is just to give you a concept of what it is, and then you can learn it through many of the other resources that I'm going to talk about in my next video. So here we have heroes. This hero is Ruth. Hero is signified by this cross within this white box, which is actually a brigade. So other cards have different colors other than white. Her name is Ruth there. You got the artwork and a special ability. And every card has a Bible reference. Right here, this one's is Ruth 3:11. All right, so you're taking heroes who fight against evil characters, like Emperor Tiberius, signified here by the dragon and the Silver Brigade. Special ability, artwork. To save lost souls. This is a lost soul. It says on the card that it's a lost soul. It's a specific type of card within the game that is a lost soul. You can only have a certain amount in a deck, but I'm not going to get into that here. I'll let some of the other resources do that. But again, this is just an overview. And then you have other cards in the game that help you to achieve that. So good enhancements, signified by the Bible icon here, and the white background, which is the brigade color, that assist your hero or good character. you've got evil enhancements signified by the skull and the silver brigade, Sorrow of Mary, which help you defend with your evil characters, and dominance. These are all the card types that are found within the starter decks. So you've got Son of God, which dominance are some of the most powerful, if not the most powerful card in the game. Son of God here, it's one that allows you to rescue a lost soul. Christian Martyr, which can discard a hero. This is an evil dominant card. And the good dominants are shown here with the lamb icon. And Angel of the Lord, which helps you to discard evil characters. So that's the game with the starter deck. There's a lot of back and forth, obviously. If you've ever played a card game, they're very nuanced. So it's more than that, right? There's instant speed effects in the game, certain sequencing and timing. You can interrupt your opponent's abilities, they can interrupt yours, and there's a lot of back and forth. It's a very back and forth kind of card game, very interactive, probably the most interactive card game out there, trading card game or collectible card game. Over time, they've changed kind of what the cards look like. So originally, this is the original artwork for the cards. If you ever got into it in the early 90s, or mid 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, this is what the cards look like. Banner, old card, you got the artwork. Here is a scroll that had a Bible verse on it, and then the brigades were in the top corner. Over time, they started adding special abilities. This is a foil card called Consider the Lilies. Very difficult to read though, right? At a distance, it's hard to tell that this even has a special ability. There's even extra icons on it. So this became a little bit more confusing, and to stop that from being so confusing, they actually ended up changing the formatting of the card, which I actually really enjoy, and making it standardized. So for instance, here we've got a card from Persecuted Church. This is Music Leader. It's one of my favorite cards in the game. It's got a sleeve on it, which is why it looks a little bit different. But now we have a text box, and you can actually even at this distance, you can still kind of read what the card does. I'm not going to go through what that is, because that's in the more information section. But they have changed the face of the card, the formatting of the face of the card, so that you can kind of understand a little bit easier what the card does. It doesn't take away from the artwork. It is a little bit smaller, but allows the design to be a little bit more clean, and more intuitively understood. And then you have a more modern day card. This was at the finals, or the national championship for the game of this past year in 2021 in Texas, Canyon Lake, called Humble Seekers. This was a participation card. Very, very pretty artwork. And you just had to show up to be able to get this. And yes, that is, you did hear correctly. Redemption has a thriving community scene. Online, there is online tournaments, in-person tournaments, national events, constant chatter about the game every day. We even have a podcast. There are other community content creators that are out there other than me. I'm the least of them, to say the least. But you have people like Jaden and Rob M. John Hendricks is the one who does the podcast. And then people always on the Discord. Derek can help you out with ruling questions and retail side of things. Marcus knows everything about the rules. At least I'd like to think he does. So the community is expansive. It's very involved. And if you want to be a part of it, I'll give you some more information in the next video so that you can follow up on that. So that's been the first video. Very simple. Last thing I want to mention is, if you do end up want to play with other people, I highly recommend putting your cards in sleeves. I have a video on double sleeving already on the page, but you don't have to. You can put them in a single sleeve like this. You can get these sleeves at Walmart. It's not hard. There will be other resources that I'll link so that you can go and grab sleeves, or go to a game shop. They'll have sleeves. Standard card size sleeves fit Redemption cards. So that's it. That's Redemption. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next video.